Hey guys, what's up? Jeff Black here, pro glamour photographer out of Tampa, Florida. I want to welcome you to howtoshootmodels.com. Today what I want to talk about is the Pro Glamour Posing Guide. This isn't a spoof. I just didn't do a photo shoot and throw up some pictures of a model with hopes that you guys would buy it. I did this specifically. The poses are engineered, they're core poses, they're the top poses that you're going to see in your glamour magazines. The biggest problem that I've seen over the 5 or 6 years now that I've been teaching is not showing photographers, but teaching photographers how to pose their models. And the problem that we have as humans, I guess, is that, we've got two type of people. We've got our right brain thinkers and we've got our left brain thinkers. Our right brain thinkers, these are the logical guys. These are guys that know the ins and outs of their camera. They know their f-stops. They know their shutter speeds. They can, recite the inverse law, theory of light to you off the top of their head. They know their manuals. They're the rational, organized thought process type of person. Now, alternatively, we got the lefties. Excuse me. The lefties, these are the creative guys. These are guys that don't know everything about their camera, nor could they care less about that stuff. They just want a camera. They want to start taking pictures, have fun with it. They want to create art. They've got their artistic juices flowing, and they're ready to roll, man. These are guys that can actually start thinking of stuff, poses and getting the girls working. But the problem that the lefties generally have in the beginning is because they don't know the rules to apply and to follow, that a lot of their, pictures wind up looking kind of crappy because, there are some basic rules that you need to follow. Now, alternatively, with the righties out of the gate, I've heard this line a million times over, hey, go ahead and do what feels good. Well, what the hell feels good to a girl that's standing there in 6-inch high heels and a pair of, bra and panties? You need to be the professional. You need to direct your model. I've shot girls of every modeling level you can imagine. I mean, I've shot Playmates, I've shot Penthouse Pets, I've shot them all, and I've never once had a model complain about me telling her how to pose. Now, some girls just innately have it, man. They're the dancers, they're the feel-goods. But the problem with these girls is they're moving so damn fast that you need to control them too. So again, you need to direct these girls regardless of the level. And if they're just starting out, there's nothing that feels comfortable to them. So these are going to be super important for you to be able to give them poses. Now, again, like I said, with the righties, the righties actually wind up excelling after, looking at the posing guide because they start understanding the roles. And for the righty brain, there's roles and there's steps and there's this, it's structured. And that brain likes that because they can follow that and apply it. And as soon as they start implying these roles into posing, it becomes real easy for them. Now, on the flip side, we got the lefties with the juices, everything's going. Once I pull the reins in on these guys a little bit and say, listen, man, go crazy with your creative juices, but follow these guidelines, there's no stopping these guys either. So ultimately, regardless of which side of the brain you're in, you can be successful with the posing. But you've got to learn the basic fundamentals, and that's what I put together with the posing guide. The other thing that we've done with the posing guide is I've tried to make it as convenient and as user-friendly for you as possible. So I've set it up in 3 different file formats. I've got high-resolution pictures in there where you could actually print out 8x10 photos. You could lay these out or hand them to your model and duplicate the pose. Alternatively, I've got index pictures, and with these index pictures, what I've seen guys do is they actually print these puppies out, they laminate them, they put them on this little ring, and they can flip through the poses. They can look at a pose, tell the model what to do, and whammo, shoot the pose. The final way to do it, which is more for the techie guys, but it's still pretty cool, And actually it's the easiest way is the index pictures you can load onto your compact flash card, put your flash card into your camera, and then what you can actually do is view the pose in your camera, tell your model to duplicate it, boom, fire off the shot, and keep going through the poses. I mean, it couldn't be easier than that. But what's nice about the posing guide is there's 80 core poses, okay? I've seen posing guides out there that, quote, posing guides out there, you know, people have put 1,000 poses together. That's not a posing guide. What that is, that's an entrepreneurial photographer who's done a photo shoot and basically loaded it onto a CD and is calling it a posing guide. Number one, you're never going to remember 1,000 poses, so don't overwhelm yourself, you know, with thinking because you're getting more, you're getting better. Actually, it's converse, man. You're gonna boggle your mind. The pose, there aren't 1,000 professional poses. I mean, there probably aren't in theory, but there's not a guy shooting 1,000 poses and giving it to you. So don't waste your money on a product like that. I've seen products of stick figures. I'm not even going to spend time, you know, qualifying that as a posing guide. I mean, that's an absolute joke. But with the 80 professional poses, that's actually winds up being limitless, because if I show you a pose and the girl's got a hand up here on the hip and another hand up here on the shoulder, we can flip that. So now all of a sudden 80, if we just flip the hands, we've got 160 poses. If we tilt her head to one side versus the other, if we give her a smile, if we give her pouty lips, now these numbers are growing exponentially, and you wind up having more poses than you know what to do with. But you're learning the basic core poses, and then from there, you know, you can extrapolate. So I encourage you, it's a good investment. I've been selling this posing guide for years. I've never had any complaints on it. It's a wise investment, and I hope you consider picking it up as well. Thank you.